We are loving Native's new limited edition candy shop collection. Right now, go to nativedeo.com/Trash Tuesday or use promo code Trash Tuesday at checkout to get a sweet 20% off your first order.
That's nativedeo.com/Trash Tuesday or use promo code Trash Tuesday at checkout for 20% off your first order.
Hi, slugs. I'm doing stand-up, and I'm coming to Miami and Atlanta and Raleigh. Get tickets at estheronIce.com.
Hey, sluggies. I miss you this week. You can see me next in Toronto, Canada, at the Comedy Bar, April 21st and 22nd. I'll be in Raleigh, back in North Carolina, May 12th and 13th. I will be in Baltimore at Magoobies. I have been dying to get to Baltimore. June 2nd and 3rd. I will then be in Salt Lake City, Utah at Wise Guys, June 9th and 10th. And then also Calgary for the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival with Andrew Schultz. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Jamar did try to untie my shoelaces.
I did.
And I did feel flirted with for a hot second there.
I'm rooting for a threesome. I really mostly want to be the spectator.
Yeah. The podcast started?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I got y'all a surprise.
What?
All right.
Is it your dick? What's going on, Jamar?
It's a bell.
Is that for me? Oh, wait. What does it say? Ring for blowjob?
Yeah. Somebody gave that to me.
Who?
Huh?
Who gave it to you?
For my birthday. And I was like,
Was it from a person who gives you a BJ?
Yeah.
Jamar, you are very, and I mean this.
And now I'm giving it to y'all.
I mean,
Wait, can I actually have that?
with no judgments. Yeah, you are one of the horniest people on Instagram and my feed.
Oh yeah. You know why?
What?
Because people don't be acting horny on the gram. So I'd be like, all right then. I'll just be that person.
I kind of respect it because I'm like, okay, Jamar's like in character, like he's being himself, he's honest. You get what you see is what you get. You're a horny guy.
But not really.
No.
When I be alone, I just be drawing. Like I don't be fucking like that.
You made this amazing thing of Bobby that I don't even know what to call it.
Did you just ring that?
Khalyla! What the fuck? It's so awkward in here. Like, what is gonna happen?
Man, she gonna give me a trouble, man. She the reason I can't go back on Tigerbelly.
Wait, you're saying you can't come back?
That's how I feel.
Wait, is that why you gave Bobby that gift?
Nah. I was just making shit.
That was an incredible thing. What do you call that? It's almost like it was like this 3D thing of Bobby, but he had clothing options that you could stick on his body.
It was like a Bobby doll, but a Barbie doll. And it was like a life-size Bobby. And I made it because I was in an art, thing. And then so I made one of Bobby Lee, and it was just like that thing right there.
And you could switch out.
Yeah.
Like on the side, well, it's not on there, but you can switch out his clothing.
Yeah.
It had a little voice thing.
That's so cool.
Of his jokes and shit. If you press that thing, yeah. And then he has a little accessories over there.
Oh my
I think
God.
I'm going to it. Oh, but it's also a light.
You're talented, dude.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Okay, this is like the most, I hate when people do this on podcasts, but I haven't seen you in a while and I've known you for so long. I just can't stop myself from asking, what do you remember about me in the early days when we met?
I feel like I remember you trying to spit in somebody's mouth. She used to try to like spit in people's mouth, like or it was a one person she kept on begging to. Who was that? I remember that because I know you got it from Don, I think, and then I think you start trying to do it to somebody. Who was that?
I don't remember, but I know you're right.
But you was like, come on, let me spit in your mouth. And I feel like somebody let you do it. And then they said that your spit tastes nasty or some shit like that.
That's probably how my bad breath rumor started, because I was spitting in people's mouths. That
shit.
Wait, that is, I can relate to that feeling of wanting to spit in someone's mouth because that's Bobby's first memory of me.
You spit in Bobby's mouth?
Yeah, like on a first date, or like the first time we made out was like our second date. But before we made out, I was like, hey, just let me spit in your mouth real quick. And he was like, what? I was like, open your fucking mouth, let me spit in it. Hot. And he let me.
I think it was me and Tony.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot about that. We used to spit in each other's mouths in front of people. That's so gross. Yeah.
Didn't he smoke cigarettes and shit?
He quit the year we were together. I had it like when I got him a bank account. I got him off cigarettes. But then after...
You really got them together.
Yeah, but he started smoking like the day we broke up.
He was heartbroken too.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Really?
Not like visibly, but like you could feel it.
Oh my God, that's like the best.
That was your boy.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Wait, what else do you remember?
Okay, let me see.
Because Jamar and I did open mics together.
I do know a story which I'm so jealous of, and that you guys have kissed before for a scene.
Who?
Okay, Jamar.
I never kissed you before.
Yes, you did.
On my mama, I never did.
Okay, let me remind you.
So you know it's serious if I put that shit on my mama.
Do you remember we were doing a short film for Lexi?
Mm-hmm.
And you walked me down the aisle, and it was not in the script, but you like swung me around and dipped me and gave me a big kiss. But it wasn't tongue.
I ain't kissed you. I swear to God. I ain't gonna say I never kiss you. I would never ever kiss you. But I'm just saying, like, did we? I do remember Lexi paying. Well, I used to work at Target, and she wanted us to shoot that short.
Yeah.
Or that whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And then and I wouldn't come in. And she was like, "I'll pay you whatever Target's gonna pay you." And I was like, "All right." And I do remember us all fucking being there. It was you, Willie. I did that.
Yeah.
Was we like hotel people or some shit like that? It was me, you, Benji.
Yeah, we were at do you remember we were at the Hotel Cecil, which is like where a famous
in Koreatown?
Downtown.
It's famous. Literally like 2 years
I kissed you?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Like I can really remember.
And this one I had a front rotten tooth too. So. And your spit, that was around your spitting days. So our mouths combined was probably crazy.
I remember being like, I really loved you so much that I was just like, oh, that was fun. You know, it wasn't. It's not like you were creeping on me.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not at all. Not even a little.
Nah, because you always look like a little girl.
Thank you.
He said, don't that mean you kiss a little girl in the scene? It's like, nah, anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was a friendly kiss. So yeah, that happened.
Jealous? No.
I mean, like, just it's coming out of my ears how jealous I am.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Listen, Jamar, I really do want to apologize because I think that people kind of turned it into a thing. On Tigerbelly a couple episodes ago, maybe like a year ago, I said that out of all the comics I would have sex with, you know, like you'd be like number one on my list.
Yeah.
I don't know if that got back to you.
People kept on tagging me and saying shit. I'm like, who? Because I forgot your name.
Right.
So I was like, who the fuck is Khalyla? I was like, Khalyla. And it was like, Bobby Lee's girlfriend. And I swear to God, I was like, that Chinese bitch? Like, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly
you were talking about me, not Bobby.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. People, and then I think you guys said it again on like Theo Von's podcast or something like that. Right. And so it kept on coming back. So I was up there like, nah, she's just talking shit, whatever. And then I was like, And then I went to your page and I was like, yeah, she all right. And I said, that's Bobby Lee's girlfriend. I love Bobby Lee so much. It would be like crazy.
Right.
But
I really do like that you thought I was a Chinese bitch.
Chinese, because whatever.
I really am just very profoundly appreciative that you said that you weren't attracted to me because I looked like a little girl. What are you into?
I don't know. I just like, as long as you're biologically a woman and you pretty.
We're not in that. We're not in that category. Esther.
Actually, you look a little older. Like, maybe nowadays.
You walked in here and you said I never change.
Yeah, but now as I'm watching you like a little bit more and more, I'm over here like, oh yeah.
You can see it?
Yeah.
The adult. You see an adult finally?
Hey, I saw you in Home Alone 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think you saw me. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. What kind of chicks am I into? Yeah, I don't know. Just be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in a relationship now?
I don't think so.
Situationship?
I don't know. I don't think so.
If you don't think so, you're definitely not.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There might be someone out there that thinks they are.
Is there someone out there that thinks they're your girlfriend?
Nah, no, not really. I skipped Valentine's just to make sure this person knew their place.
How do you skip Valentine's? You just sleep the whole day?
I put my phone on airplane mode and I just drew. I just drew all day.
Where did you get your shirt, and can I buy it off of you?
The sleeves are cut off.
She's trying to get you to take your shirt off right now.
I got it from Target.
But you put the RIP on?
Yeah, because Cartoon Network is dead, right?
Right. But can I see it? Is it the cow and the chicken?
You really want this shit?
Is it cow and chicken? Johnny Bravo? Yes. Look.
You got to wash it, though, and it's kind of dingy. You still want it?
I would love it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
It worked, Esther.
One of the smartest people I've ever met in my damn life, you know? Yeah, man. I am Angelo. Remember Angelo?
Yeah.
Remember Angelo, bro?
Is Angelo Bowers?
Yeah.
Did you know Angelo?
I didn't, but Bobby told me everything about him.
Yeah.
Right. We thought because he was like one of the first like ones that was like, oh shit, this dude gonna make it. Like,
yeah.
He's one of the funniest people to ever fucking live. Like writer wise. Like, he's just great. Like, he's like,
I'll be back. I'm just going to put it on.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was just fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, I'd still be missing him. Now I'm in here and fucking wife beater and shit.
I think it works. Wait, you're very strong.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just stay like this.
I didn't really.
You didn't realize I was buff? Los, you knew I was buff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never really been this close to a man so buff before.
Yeah. Yeah. You good? Well, women are strong too, though. You ever been hit by a woman?
Mm-hmm. No.
You never been hit? Have you ever been hit by a woman?
Oh, fuck yeah. I used to be a scrapper.
Women hit hard.
Yeah, women hit hard. I think I hit really hard.
Yeah.
My sister hits really hard, but then no, I got into a lot of fights in high school, and a lot of fights like maybe like my freshman year of college, which is with dumb bitches, but I was a dumb bitch too though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women fight hard.
Yeah. What's up with you, Esther? You got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
For real? You married?
What?
You married? You got a boyfriend?
No, I'm not married. Well, I'm married and I have a boyfriend. No, I'm engaged, but he's out of town.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind
we
of
can
like
fuck around. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Oh fuck, where's my bell? Esther?
Jamar, you would not like me sexually.
Why?
First of all,
You be crying and shit?
no,
I cry. I'm the crier. But not during, after. It's like after I come, then I don't. Yeah. But it's not emotions. It's just like the tears just come out.
I want to know, what are you like in bed? Like, because
A beast.
What do you mean?
What's a beast like in bed?
A beast.
Explain. Say more. Do you go down on girls?
Yeah, I do. I do.
You hesitated. It's scary.
No, I really do. I used to have this girl who I didn't even used to have sex with. I used to just go and just eat her out.
Oh, you're a pleasure dom.
Yeah, I used to do that.
You read like one.
And then what, will you just leave?
Yeah, and I would just leave.
Oh, that's what I picked up on.
And okay, so because your bell says ring for blowjob, I'm just curious, like, what would happen between us, because I get a lot of feedback that I'm not good at blowjobs.
Yeah, you seem like bitey.
No, I'm not bitey. Is anyone really
And that
bitey?
spit.
Yes, they call them Jimmy Jaws.
How does... I know that my teeth don't belong there. I
Look,
know that.
There are girls who are just predisposed, I think, to dragging their teeth. They're the same people who clang on their spoons when they eat. So you can always know who a Jimmy Jaws is when you see them eat because they clink, it hits the back of their teeth. And that could just be an anatomical problem.
Okay.
I'm going to start paying attention to how people eat with their spoons.
I am not teeth oriented.
So what's the problem?
But I am curious. I have a follow-up question. Why would teeth be bad?
Some dudes like it.
Like teeth seems like if you go like this, that feels good.
You are a bitey bitch.
No, I'm not. Would that be bad?
Some girls have used the teeth good, but most of y'all y'all be doing it by accident. That should be scraping my shit up, and I can't fuck for 2 weeks.
What would you do in a situation where you're into the sex, but the blowjob is bad? Like, what would you do? Would you just make it stop? Would you give tips?
If it was bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tap her head and then just go like that. Take her off of my shit.
Yeah.
Native deodorant checks a lot of boxes. It has 72-hour odor protection, naturally derived ingredients, and a smooth, residue-free application. Native also offers a variety of scents with new and limited edition scents being released all the time. When you use Native, you will smell amazing all day long thanks to their long-lasting scents.
I love the limited edition Candy Shop collection. The gummy bears and strawberry vanilla are my absolute favorite. Sometimes I'll throw a little sour berry belt under my arms when I go to the movies so I can match the smell of my delicious Sour Patch Kids. Now is the time to make the switch from antiperspirant to Native. When you visit their site, you can discover all their fresh scents and maybe even try out one of their body washes while you're at it.
Right now, go to nativedeo.com/Trash Tuesday or use promo code Trash Tuesday at checkout to get a sweet 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/Trash Tuesday or use promo code Trash Tuesday at checkout for 20% off your first order.
What do you think your best thing that you do?
What's your finishing move?
Finishing move?
Yeah, I mean, what's your, in Mortal Kombat, there's a moment there when the two fighters are like, fatality. What's your final thing?
What's your fatality?
What's your, how do I say, is there a dance term where you're like, that is her thing? Like that move is her thing. Signature move.
I don't think I have a signature move now that I think about it. Do you have one? Do you have one?
I think I'm a pretty all-around athlete. I can do things, I'm not the best at everything, but I can do them all decently.
What's a good signature move you've experienced from a woman?
Some chicks can, I like when a chick ride and then her ass is just going
oh yeah, see?
I think I know what you're talking. I think that's twerking kind of, right?
But then what I like to do is this, right? Hold your ass. And I go over here like this, and then I do it. I bounce that shit like a basketball.
That is really you actually are really you look like you're classically trained.
But I'm not. But you don't. I don't think I fuck every girl the same way though. Either.
Yeah.
Some girls I've been bad at. Some girls I think I fucked a girl maybe 3 months, and that 3 months ago, and she made me come in under a minute. She was just too much. Body, ass, jiggling it was too much. She wasn't a stripper. She wasn't a stripper from the hood, but she had her body, her delivery had that personality on it. That shit cooked me bad. And I just try to hit her up every now and then. She'd be like, what? I want vengeance, but I don't know how to, I want a rematch. So I got a blue pill now. I'm ready to fucking kill this bitch.
Oh, there are also those, they used to be our sponsors, but the Roman swipes.
What is that?
Where it's like this thing you can swipe on your dick to last a little bit longer because you have a formidable opponent. Like that bitch, had you in under a minute, right? Yeah. She probably walked away like that's a 2-pump chump.
Yeah.
So you want vengeance, but you got to come with a pill and the Roman swipes, I think. And you got to get one out the tank before the rematch.
Yeah, I didn't know that I didn't even know I was gonna have sex with this person, and it just happened.
Do you have like soft Christian lovemaking sex? Like ever? Do you ever gaze into a girl's eyes and you're just so locked in and it's sweet and you don't do anything but missionary, but it still feels good and you like being there? It's not like the bouncing basket, you know what I mean? You're not bouncing anyone's ass on you.
Yeah. Every now and then I'll do that. But that's what I do like when I'm resting. When I'm resting, I'm taking a break. I just get a missionary that I just kind of, wind my hips like a dirty bitch.
I feel like your resting sex is like my wild sex.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's like
You like slow sensual.
No, I think though that when
you like biting?
No, I don't think so.
Are you into biting?
Sometimes bitches bite too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit though. I ain't bit nobody in a while because I chipped my tooth like like a month ago. So I've been holding off on the biting because that shit can really fuck you up.
You and I have that in common. We have gaps.
Got a chip tooth?
No, just gaps.
Gap, yeah, but now I got a chip tooth on the gap, so I'm scraping shit. And that's not cool.
I feel like you guys both sort of insinuated that sex can be like competitive with the partner, which that I have to say like really freaks me out. I view it as like we're on the same team, like this is a beautiful experience.
It can be
together.
that too.
Okay.
Jamar, I wanted to ask you, as someone who is just gotten out of a 10-year relationship, what is your advice on me getting back out there and fucking again? Because I'm weird. I can't just like meet a dude and then fuck him that night. Like there's got to be a.
What's holding you back from? Is there anybody that you're interested in? And like, do you actually want to actually like get fucked? And like, what's holding you back?
I think that I don't know. I think it's a mental thing. Like I have to sort of like you as a person before fucking. Do you have to like the person or you can just go for it?
I kind of have to like the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, I have to kind of like, I guess like respect. I have to respect you. There's like a mutual respect and trust. And then like we can go hard after. But without that, I'm just not down.
Oh yeah. And so you haven't found that?
Here and there, sprinkling of it. But yeah, so how long do you think I should wait before entering another relationship?
How long you been broken up?
A year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just not publicly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You can go now.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, why wait another year? You can go now. That's long enough.
It's long enough?
Yeah. What's your guy like?
He's smart and funny and nice to me. Why?
Okay. Like, see, alpha?
In certain ways with me, yeah.
I would say Dave is like the truest alpha. He's like he doesn't need to show his power. He just is powerful, but he never needs to kind of bro out with anyone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually a good call. It's like, how do you detect if someone is truly an alpha? Like, I'm struggling with that in life. And I'm also like, what qualities do you have that are feminine or masculine that you lean into? I don't know. Like, I guess sometimes I think certain people are alphas because of the ways that they act and present themselves. And then I'm like, wait, that's not it at all.
Well, presentation has nothing to do with whether or not you're an alpha.
Okay, so that's huge.
And also, I don't want to date an alpha bro. Like, I want a beta bitch Like, I want someone who's not going to try to, well, that's not true. I want alpha in its truest sense, which is just securely attached, doesn't need to be boastful about it, knows it, and isn't quiet about his power. Like, that to me is like the truest alpha. Because if you're a person who constantly needs to say you're an alpha, you're the most beta in the room, right? But also alpha, who gives a fuck? Like, if he's a good dude, if he's a little insecure, why the fuck not?
Okay, also, I used to always think like, oh, I'm submissive in the bedroom, but then I'm like, wait, no, I think I'm like a mix of both. Do you feel like you guys are a mix of both too?
Mm-hmm. It depends on my mood.
You? Mix of both?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to receive. Other times it's nice to like be a full participant. And like I told you, like I wanted to be like a pillow princess because like I did most of the work when I was with Bobby. Like I always did the work. I did the initiation. I was the one who did, you know, like he had like, he's 51. He got tired a lot. So like I would always be on top, things like that. Also, we couldn't do doggy because just like the height, you know, disparity there. So you'd have to put like phone books on his knees or like wear platform heels.
What are you talking about?
We can't. Bobby and I can't do doggy. I'm 5'8". He's like 5'3".
I can't either.
What?
Right?
Yeah, because I'm not tall enough.
The height is everything, I think, when it comes to doggy.
You ever do doggy with a chick and she got a pointy ass and that shit be fucking up your pelvis?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah.
Does that take you out of it?
That shit just hurt. It's
What is
like,
a
why I feel like I'm
pointy
getting
ass?
socked in my pelvis. Like,
A pointy ass is just a bony butt.
pointy ass.
Yeah. If you don't have a lot of like
The homie
meat.
said, I remember the homie said this girl, he bit this girl over and her ass looked like 2 elbows. He does like Hades joke or whatever, but that's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You ever hit that? You ever hit some shit like that?
No,
Not you. Like there are no men here. Yeah, that's crazy though. Phone books, was that? I don't want to dive
No, but
much
then
into
what I was saying was because I had done so much of the work for 10 years, I was telling Esther, I was like, oh, I'm entering my pillow princess era. I'm just going to lay back and now just receive. That's all I want to do. But then I tried that and I didn't have as much fun. I was like, no, I want to participate. Like I get off on being like an active participant in bed. I cannot be a pillow princess.
How old are you?
I'm 38. My pussy's about to dry up.
Nah. Actually, you about to be 40. Like you about to go real hard.
You think so?
I feel like you are.
You know what? That's a good point. Like I've never been hornier than I have been. I've never been hornier than I am now. Not right now, but
No, she. Oh, well.
Oh, no. Oh, my bad. Well, maybe you have.
Yeah.
Like recently or whatever, or I don't know, but like 40s, like I mean, like right around. Yeah.
You ever been with an older lady?
Mm-hmm.
How much older than you?
But I was in college. Like this lady I was 21 and she was 32.
Oh.
And so also I was 24 and this lady was like 45, but not like dumb. Oh, yo. No.
Say it.
I didn't fuck this lady, but I ran into a lady in Air One and she was like older. She was like 70. She was probably 70, but you could tell she was like a Playboy model, like back in her days. Right. And I was looking at her. Actually, she was looking at me and I was like, hi. And then she was like, hi. And then I said, hey, you're pretty. I like your smile. And then she goes, thank you. She goes, you look great too. And I go, thank you. And I go, do you talk to black dudes? That's what I said. And then she was at the like, as a matter of fact, I do. 70-year-old lady. I said, oh, okay. And I said, I feel like we should exchange numbers.
Oh, so you guys exchange numbers.
Exchange numbers, right? So there's more.
Oh my God, I love you.
There's
Keep
more.
going.
So this lady, I was like, yo, I said, I started Googling her or whatever, right? I ain't gonna say like exactly who she is, but she's like kind of like, she was somebody back in the days. And then so I was like, oh, okay. So I said, hey. And I finally texted her, I said, hey, we should hang out.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, oh, of course. You know, and she's 70. That's how she talks. She already got the grandma voice, low key. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, this lady, she lived in the Hollywood Hills. Very fucking nice house in the Hollywood Hills. Like, so I took a Uber. There. I was like, oh, all right.
Nighttime, daytime.
Nighttime.
Okay.
Nighttime, right. And it was in the hills, like the Hollywood Hills. So it's like she lived in a place where it's like, okay, here's a gate, and then you have to walk half a mile to get to her house.
Like a compound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so fucking dark. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking coyote trying to get this old bitch pussy. Right? So I had on my light or whatever, my little iPhone light. And I was at the like, hey, I go, are you around here? Right? And then she was like, why is she like 70? She was at the like, oh my God, that light is so bright. She was like, and I was like, where are you? She was like, cut the light off and I'll reveal myself. I swear to God. And I was like, all right. And cut the light off. And all of a sudden I put this on my mama. She appeared. There was this house. She appeared with a red light. It was like a red light, and it was like a black like silhouette of this old bitch. And she was like, I'm right here. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay, all right. So I started walking through. I felt like Hansel and Gretel, bro. I was like walking up. And I was like, oh hey. And then she was just like, my, that they make those iPhone lights so bright. And so
I feel like I've literally said that on a date before. It was me.
Every time we do an activity, she would just show her age like more and more, right?
Wait,
how?
You hung out more than once?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hung out with her once, but like all the times we were like the whole time we were hanging out, she would just show her age more and more.
Okay, so what happened? Like, I want to know how the night. Yeah.
So we go in. I was like, oh, all right, you know. I was in her house. It was filled with this whole fucking red light, like all this fucking red light and shit. She wouldn't allow
kinky
like this, right?
Kinky.
No. The bitch was 70. So like the lights was sensitive to her eyes. She had bad eyes. So I was like, oh, I said, yeah. I said, whatever. I said, yeah. So what do you do all day? You know, I took off my jacket like this or whatever. She was like, oh, she's like, I just hula hoop.
What?
It's on my motherfucking life.
No.
And then she's like, would you like the hula hoop? And I said, oh, mama, I said, hula hoop. I said, I ain't coming for no hula hoop. I said, I ain't coming to hula hoop. She said, well, what did you come here to do? You know, I was like, just hang. You know? She was like, okay, well, we can start by hula hooping. I was like, fuck it, fine, I'll hula hoop. I started hula hooping and shit like that. She was like, now I must warn you, I'm not that good at this. I was like, all right, damn the hula hoop. And I said, I'm trying to get this pussy. So I said, fuck this hula hoop. I said, what else do you do? She goes, well, I also play catch. And I was at the like, play catch. I go, lady. I go, it's 9 o'clock at night. I say, what the fuck are you trying to do? She was at the like, she go, oh, she said, would you like to play ping pong? And I was at the like, all right. Long story short, this bitch really just wanted to hula hoop, play tennis, and ping pong. And I ain't get no pussy.
But you went in trying to get that pussy.
Yeah, but I didn't want to, and as I was, low-key, as I was looking at her, like when she was like hula hooping and shit, whatever, this 70 of his body, I was looking at her and I said, man, Jamar, you'd be wrong. You would be wrong. Because I was going to try to beat that shit up. I was probably beating that shit up. As I was looking at her body, I said, you fucked up if you do that.
Oh
Why,
my
'cause
God.
you could hurt her?
Yeah, fragile ribs, fragile bones. Like you could get, if you also, like the statistic is if you're an elderly person and you break a hip, like the likelihood of you dying in the next like 1 to 2 years is really high.
Yeah, so I didn't want to be that guy.
That breaks the hip. You don't want to break the hip.
Are you, so you were into her though? You were attracted to her?
For a 70-year-old old school Playboy model, like I was like, you know, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, probably a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of it was like the idea that, oh, this is novel, I can talk about this, but also like, damn, she's hot, or like she's.
It wasn't really about the story to me. I was like, oh, she's kind of cute, like to be an older lady.
Yeah.
You know, like she was 70, but she kind of took care of herself. So, I mean, she was actually into wellness and like all that shit. So she like really took care of herself. But like, she was still 70. Like once I saw her body and all that shit, like just in clothes and like hula hooping and shit, and I was like, yeah.
Maybe if you had just stuck around longer, she, you know, after the 8th activity, maybe she would have.
Nah,
No.
she said I gotta go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got there at 9 and her bedtime was at 10.
Oh God, yep.
That's pretty late for an elderly lady, I think.
And she lived there by herself. Too.
Thank you.
I mean, that's a really hot story. I was really hoping you guys were going
Go
to.
nowhere. All right, man. When I was like, I used to live in Baldwin Hills. I'm from here, like born and raised. I used to live in like Baldwin Hills, and there was like this lady. There was like this lady who used to live downstairs, and they were our friends' mom, and but she was thick than a motherfucker, like thick, like she wasn't a crackhead, but if she was just thick. And she wore these short shorts, ass hanging out, all kind of shit, right? And so one day we went to the ice cream truck, right? Around the corner, we had to run and shit. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go catch that ice cream truck. Like, the lady, the mom was up there like, oh, I'm gonna come with you. I'm like 13, and I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah. And so I ran to the ice cream truck around the corner. She like ran with me and all that shit. And then she was like, yeah, we was at the ice cream truck. And she was like, damn, I like your lips. And I was up to like, yeah, that was it.
How did that make you feel?
I wish I wasn't a little bitch back then. Cause I would have for sure ate that crackhead bitch up. For sure. Now,
Wait, how old were you? Were you already fucking at 13?
No, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20.
Oh, 20?
Really?
Yeah. I was like a late bloomer, for sure.
But like, did you have blowjobs before 20? Did you do other stuff, make out with girls?
I went to like a, I don't know, it's like some like awkward phase where I thought women were beautiful and great, but I wasn't like focused on that shit or whatever until I got around friends who were focused on it. So I didn't get like sexually active until I was like 18. And then I was with a girl for like 5 years, and then but she was a virgin. And so we were both virgins, and we went, wait till we get married and like all this stuff. And I was down for it or whatever. And then like we broke up. I lost my virginity to some chick, and then she lost her virginity to a tow truck driver. So I put that on God. So I didn't get really sexually active until I was like 20. But like crazy, like 24, 25. Yeah.
I wish I had waited a little longer. Like
How old was y'all?
The first time I was 15, but then I waited a whole year again before having sex because I just felt so like I was not ready. My body was like tensed up. It hurt me, and I immediately felt the ick after. Like I am breaking up with him immediately, and this was my boyfriend. And I mean, like I don't want to ever see you again. That's how I knew I wasn't ready. And then I waited till my next boyfriend, which was like a whole year after that.
I was 15 too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I didn't even. When I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I didn't catch a I didn't even kiss a chick. No.
20 is a great age though, because there is some, you know what I mean? Like
I started late, like because my homies, like all them fools, they lost every game. Like it was like 13, 14, 15, like, you know, like, and they weren't my friends back then, but like the friends I ended up making in high school. And then I think when I was 17, I had went to like this camp or whatever, and there was this girl there. I like finger banged her and all that shit. I remember that shit too, because I went back to my my tent or whatever, and I fell asleep just like this, like. Like I remember that shit.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, that shit was cool. I don't know.
I think sexual things can be funny. I'm like giggly during sex. Like I like to be silly, but I've noticed that that's not really received that well.
It's not a turn on for me. If a guy is coming in and he's trying to like poke me or touch me in like a jokey way, I'm out. It completely just dries up the pussy so fast. Like he's got to come in with like the look of fucking like hunger or the feeling of hunger, or else if he's trying to make something funny, I'm out.
Yeah.
Just during sex. We can be funny the other 23 and a half hours of the day.
Now I'm really wondering, like, did we lose our virginities too young? I've always thought that was a good thing to just like get it out of the way and have the experience. But then you say 20 is good. I don't know.
We all develop at different like rates, I think.
Yeah.
But I know for myself, like I didn't get any education on it. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was probably Jimmy Jaws for like the first 5 years of my life, you know? Like I probably, scraped a couple dicks, in my teenage years.
I don't understand. It's like guys want to like have you grab it and like do stuff, but a little teeth, and that's a problem.
Yeah, because you could that shit, like it just burned like after you scrape that shit, because now it's like raw meat. It's like you scrape that shit to like the white meat, and even just a little scrape, like if you get hard, it's sometimes you can't get as hard as you can or whatever, like afterwards and all that shit, because when it get hard or whatever, that motherfucker start to hurt, because now it's expanding and shit, and now I'm exposing the cuts some more. I gotta go put some colloidal silver on that motherfucker to heal that bitch up fast so I can fuck this chick in 3 days.
What were your childhood pastimes, Jamar?
Man, I used to steal a lot. I remember that.
Wait, me too.
For real?
Oh my God.
And shit?
Hell, I used to have wire cutters in my purse. So it was my sister, my best friend, and I, and she was a small Asian girl. So we would always kind of send her out and go through Sephora because like no one ever suspected her because she was just so innocent looking. But we would go into like all of these stores and just cut the tags off because
How old were you then?
High school. This is when I wanted like the certain jackets that I could never afford, like the Rockaware jackets, the Echo, the Baby Fats. I just went on a tear through that mall.
What did you steal?
When I stole, I was like a kid. I was like, I started stealing at 6.
What would you steal?
I remember I jacked a lady and her family.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
Nah, because one day my auntie didn't feed me. So,
I'm not laughing at your hunger. It's just funny.
She just sent me out to play, and I'm like, I'm gonna play. I get no motherfucking energy, bitch. Like, so I was so fucking hungry, and she'd make us stay outside all day, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm hungry. And so they had just built this McDonald's, and I saw like this Mexican family buy this big ass, come out with these big ass fucking bags and shit, and I was at the like, oh, hell yeah. And I ran running so fucking fast. I ran so fucking fast towards the fucking Mexican lady. She had like 3 kids, and I was just like, man, I fucking took this shit. And I had them bags. I was running with the bags like this, like fries and shit was slamming out. I mean, falling out of the goddamn bag and shit. And I hopped the gate to like this elementary school. And I was just fucking start eating that shit. Yeah. So I jack that. I go to the liquor store and steal some Mexican bread.
Oh yeah.
What's Mexican bread?
It's the conchas, the
Pink shit on
yeah, so good. The pan dulces, the sweet breads. Those right? Oh, so good.
Okay.
And I used to sell stupid shit. Like we had a parakeet, and and so I went to like Rouse one time, and I stole like some bird seeds because I was stealing from my cousin or whatever. Because I wanted to like kind of like I don't know, like be accepted or him think that I was like cool or whatever. So I was like, look, man, I got you something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for Chi-Chi. You know?
That's so sweet.
So stupid.
I had
Still shit like that.
I had a parakeet named Courtney. I named her after Courtney Love in the 90s. And she would pick at my cuticles and she would do everyone's nails really well because she just loved eating like the cuticles. But she was like free roaming.
The bird used to just do y'all nails?
Yeah, really, really cute. And then later on, I had a sun conure, and this was like,
What's that?
they kind of look like parrots, but they have like a yellow head. But this thing was so smart. No, smaller than a cockatoo.
Okay.
The thing was so smart that it was potty trained. So you could just, every like 2 hours, you'd be like, go poopy over a trash can, and it would go poop. And it would cuddle with me, and we would love on each other.
Did you have an emotional connection with it?
It's like a dog, Esther, because these birds are flock birds, so they want to be close to you. They're so incredibly smart. Like my next one, and I'm not going to steal one off of nature, but if I want to rescue like a baby crow. Like crows to me are the coolest things like ever. Crow or a raven or any corvid really.
Would it live in a cage or a free?
No, free.
Ravens are smart too.
Ravens are incredibly smart. They are the only like animals outside of monkeys and humans who pass the mirror test. So they have a self-awareness. They're really like complex with their tasks.
Don't they have funerals too?
Yep. And if you do them wrong once, they'll remember your face so distinctly that if they see you again, they'll come for you.
Yeah.
So you have to be nice to crows. Befriend them.
Those and tigers are vengeful.
Vengeful, really vengeful. And I don't like the way like how we've named animals. Like crows, I think a pack of them are called like a murder of crows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? Those birds are fucking dope. They're so smart.
Yeah.
And I think that people are just threatened by things that are like superior. Like we call them pests, like rats, pigeons, crows, these animals that are obviously so fucking dope, even cockroaches.
Those are pests.
But they can live without their heads for like 20 days.
But they're obnoxious.
Yeah, because they can compete with us.
What?
That's why.
They can't compete with us.
They be in your food and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived with cockroaches my whole life.
You
Those
never had
things,
roaches growing up? Oh wait, where you from?
Chicago suburb.
too cold.
Oh, yeah.
Too cold. We had the B-52, the bombers, the big ones that would fly into your hair.
Oh,
Yeah, those motherfuckers were scary. The Philippines, yeah.
yeah. That's
So-
crazy.
If you are you brave enough to kill a cockroach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a turn on for Khalyla.
That is a turn on for me.
We used to,
Can you say it again?
did you ever used to like kill them like creatively and shit? Like,
Ticks, yes.
huh?
With a magnifying glass.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
would
was
get a
good.
tick, and then I would wait for them to explode.
Yeah.
Isn't that wait, okay. In your defense,
I didn't know I needed defending.
isn't that how you're supposed to kill ticks? Like I feel like I've heard the only way is you have to burn them or they don't die.
No, I think you can put them in something like caustic fluid, I'm sure, and they'll probably drown and die.
Okay.
But I don't know. You might be right.
Alcohol kills them instantly, it says.
Okay.
I don't know. What are you afraid of? Spiders.
Bullfrogs. I hate bullfrogs.
What? Why are you afraid of
Them niggas
those?
is big. They slimy and they legs are like they're just so. I hate that shit.
I love frogs and lizards.
I do too.
We used to catch toads. I don't mind frogs. I don't like the big ones.
The ones with the
Like
bullfrogs.
they're like
Yeah,
the size of like a head and shit like that. I'm out.
bullfrogs are pretty big, but toads are big too.
But they're like the size of like your fish. I can grab those.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about huge ones, like, and they're slimy, and it's just like fuck that shit.
Yeah, I like frogs.
I am realizing like our life experience is so different. Like, cause you're buff as fuck. Like,
Why you keep talking about my body?
Well, let me continue. I'm like a small girl and I feel like the whole world is scary to me. Like, can you just go anywhere at night and not be scared?
Yeah. Because remember the Citizen app?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always like I live like Sunset, like La Brea, like over there.
Yeah.
And so it's always shit going on over there. Like Citizen app going off. But I be walking around and don't shit be happening to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I be walking past sketchy people all the time. And I'm like, yeah. I'll go to 7-Eleven, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't be scared.
That's really cool.
I want that.
You don't. Oh, but you're a girl though too.
Yeah.
Also, you're so petite, Esther.
Yeah.
And I'm a scaredy cat, but I think that's why I'm a scaredy cat. It's like women jog during the day and they get murdered. Like, it's just
During the day?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Kill somebody during the day. It's not like the day. Do that shit at night. Wear black. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to see where I feel. Yeah, I'm kind of scared of everything too. I'm fucking scared of roaches.
For real?
You know what I mean, yeah, it's because I live with them for too long. They're like, it's like living with your abuser for a long time, and then like taking a break and then seeing them again, and you're like, oh shit, you're back, you know?
Yeah.
But then while you were in the abuse for years, like you kind of just got used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not until you're out of it that you start to fear them. So I think that's where my fear comes from.
What else are you scared of? I'm like very curious now.
Oh, fucking frogs.
No frogs, spiders.
I'm not crazy scared of them. I don't. Oh, a big ass praying mantis.
Really?
You ever see a bit? Not praying mantis is cool, but I've seen them big. Like, and I've seen these in like North Carolina, and they like really like. I'm.
Where Gerard's from?
Huh?
Where Gerard's from?
Yeah. My mama live out there now.
Oh, okay.
And so I would go visit her, and I saw like these big ass, like they're probably like the size of this, and it was like climbing up a Walmart, like like a Walmart wall, and I was like, I'll freak out.
You know what's crazy about praying mantis? They always say like, oh, the female. You know, you always hear like the female will eat the male after sex, and then I was like, that's not true. That's probably just something like people made up. So I found a female. And I took the males are obviously smaller, and I put him in a jar, and I swear to you, within that hour, she gobbled his ass up. And I was like, oh shit, it's real what they say. It was so quick too, like she didn't even waste any time.
Why'd she kill him?
Because I guess when she gets the nut, you know.
Oh, they fucked, and then she killed him.
Yeah, she's like, you're useless to me.
Did she?
I think there's even a movie called Praying Mantis that's about a woman who like kills like men.
Did that thing? But that's like Black Widows do that too.
Do they? Is that why they're called Black Widows?
Yeah, that's why they're called Black Widows. Don't they kill their guy afterwards.
They also apparently when they kill them, they lay twice as many eggs because of the acid from the male. Once they consume the male, some sort of acid gets incorporated into the eggs they lay.
That is so cool.
So it makes for a better...
You look inspired.
Well, I'm like, is this sort of the founding... Is this like the origin story for why we live in a patriarchy? Like, men knew that like our instinct would be to kill them after sex. So they're like, we have to like keep the women down.
You know...
What?
You know how like, when bees come, they testicles explode? Or some shit, or like
when they sting you, they die.
I know that, but then there's another one like where
they have testicles.
Yeah, I don't know about those.
Or it's something. I read so many animal facts. Somebody mixes them up, but like something like that happens, and then like you know how like men like when we come like we like go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like. That's just us just going dormant. It's not because we're sleepy. It's just like we ain't got no more life force.
Wait, that happens to me too. I don't think it's just a man thing. Because when I come, like I'm so tired. I could not even care to like wipe off any like cum crust off of me. I could fall asleep with a towel on my pussy and just like pass out.
Do you enjoy scraping the cum off? Like that? Like glue?
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think it's like a activity.
Yeah.
It's an activity food.
That's fun.
I have a weird question. if a white person is like way too excited about Black Lives Matter, is that a red flag?
I don't know. I don't like it too much. Like, I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't. It's just like when they a little bit extra out about it, because it's like they can't wait to show that they're not racist. It's like that's what it's coming off to me, and I don't think all white people are racist. But I'm like, but if somebody's super excited about it, it's like because they're super hyped to be like, yeah, I ain't racist. Oh man, but I've been living with the guilt of they're just trying to, shave the white guilt a little bit. And this is how you do it. Why? Is that you?
No, I just, in my neighborhood, like there's a lot of people that have signs that are like, end white silence and like Black Lives Matter. And I sort of get the same, I get the same feeling that you just described where I'm like, you guys are too
Don't they call it virtue signaling?
It's performative a little bit too, especially a lot of people like in LA. Because aside from putting out signs, like, what really like are they doing,
Right. Like I saw that on like a nice house and it was like, that's what you're doing to help?
But also it's kind of to keep, if there's ever a riot again, like they want to have that on their shit. Like, no, we support. Please don't break our shit. That's what it's for. It's like a beware of dog sign. Like, but for BLM people. I don't know.
That's so interesting. I guess like this has nothing to do with that, or sort of, but like what I find interesting is like when dudes like find out that I am like Filipino, like from like there's when I see them getting excited over like the fact that I am like a fucking immigrant or Filipino, that kind of freaks me out when they like zone in on it.
Why?
What is an example of them zoning in
It's like, and how you've heard of Asia Files, right? Like Asia Files are like the George Kimmels of the world, which is like they'll never admit it, but they only date Asian chicks.
Yeah.
It's like you can always tell. You've never felt that way. Have you ever been with like a white girl who only like dates black guys, say for instance?
Yeah. And I've also been like a white girl's like first black dude.
And did they always say it? You're my. You have to announce it.
There's a thing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember dating this. I used to date this one white chick, and I think that she was trying to do that, where she was like trying to curve her white guilt or her racism by dating a black dude or whatever. And I go to her crib, and she'll have like pictures of Barack Obama.
No.
And, on God.
Michelle's books.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. And all this shit, right? And I'm just like, this bitch, like, this is just braces. Like, this is race braces. Like, and then there's me. And then this is where I knew it was kind of weird. A few reasons, like, she used to want me to read to her, right?
Wait,
so
that's kind of awesome.
she used to want me to read to her. So I used to be like, all right. But she'll give me a book. I can read my ass off. Like, I whatever. But sometimes I fuck up on some words, right? And so I'll be like, and so she'll give me she was a hella reader. So she'd give me like these books or whatever. And I'd be like, because the man would go down to the shop and I realized I was like, man, she probably thinks, oh, this is like a slave, like reading. Like this feels like a slave, like reading to me, and I like the whole theater of it all, and this is just kind of hot.
And how?
And I don't. She could fuck. She could suck it. I mean, like I can give a fuck. And then I wrote a it'll probably never see the light of day. I wrote this movie called Not Another Slave Movie.
That's fucking amazing.
And I was like, yeah, man, at this around the time I was really going hard trying to get this shit made, right? And then so I was like, hey, can you read my script? Since you like to read so much. She was like, ain't nobody wants to read, like, She was like, yeah. She was like, I guess. Like, what's it called? I go, oh, it's called Not Another Slave Movie. And it's like, send me that now. Send me that now. So, oh my God, I can't wait to read it or whatever. Like, she couldn't wait to read it or whatever. She read, she's like, oh my God, it's the funniest movie I've ever read in my life. And I was like, you're not supposed to say that because like you white. Like it was like, I don't know. I don't know. But I did kind of feel that she was trying to, I don't know.
Like fetishize a little bit.
Yeah, there's some racy.
I dated a white guy who was like always really proud to announce that he's only ever dated or fucked brown girls. And he felt that need to announce it to me every time. He's like, it was like a badge for him to be like, oh yeah, I don't like white girls. Like I only fuck like brown girls. And like the girl before me was like Hawaiian, and then there was like Japanese. And I'm just like, that's fucking a weird thing, dude. Like and I think it's a kind of something similar where it's just a notch for them, another thing to like, you know, and it's icky.
You ever dated a black dude?
I only dated in high school. I only dated black dudes, and well, my high school is predominantly like black and Latino. But I didn't date a white boy until like much later on.
Where are you from?
So, Philippines. So I only dated Asian dudes when I was younger. My very first boyfriend in the Philippines, he was the only black guy in the entire island in Cebu. His name was James Morris, and boy was I in love. But then
you went to high school out here though?
Yeah, I came here right when I 9th grade.
Oh, what high school did you go to out here?
Blair High School.
Oh, I know Blair in Pasadena. Yeah. Green and yellow.
Yellow Vikings. Yeah.
Out the Marengo or something over there.
Yeah, on Marengo. Yeah. But yeah, I never thought I would end up with like, when I did finally date a white guy, I was in a relationship. It was with that guy who was always very braggy about like, don't worry, I only date brown girls. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This is weird.
Who cares?
So sketchy.
Fucking weird.
My sister, I was talking to my sister always talked to me about that because it's like they think I only date white girls. And
is that the rumor around town?
Yeah, and it's just like that's fucking crazy because it's like it's so not true. And I said, and then she was like, well, how come I'll never see you like with like a black girl? And I'm like, man, and I'll be like, man, I fucked like two black chicks like last week. This and that. I'm about to like, why does it? You know, but it don't matter. Like to me, it don't matter. And I told her, I said, look, the rules should just be cute. Just be cute. Mm-hmm. That's all that matter to me. Cute lives matter.
Have you ever dated a Jewish girl?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Actually, yeah, I did. I did. That shit, this Jewish chick, she was like, I still refer to her, I say, and she was like the best of all time.
What?
Yeah, like she was like.
What made her the best?
I don't know, man. I feel like I thought because I don't know. She she could just do everything. She could do everything. She had a nice body, like, but she just had big ass titties and fat ass and like this. She be, I don't know. She was licking ass. Fucking like, it was crazy, dog. I felt like a little bitch. Like, I was like, yeah, like she could do everything. And it was just, I don't know. I feel like she turned me out. I stole her moves and be trying them on me. Chick. Like, and be like, your ass, like, I swear to God, like, I don't know. That bitch turned me out. But anyway, she was the GOAT. I kissed one in 09.
Was it 09?
Our kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way
2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
I know.
Jamar, you're forever. Cute lives matter, and you're forever going to be our number one Instagram horny boy. And we thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And
we love you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
For the bell.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week with a brand new episode.
Pew, pew, pew.